Hey, what's going on, fans? I don't know what happened with my internet. It just went out all of a sudden. I got AT&T Uverse. I usually don't have no problems like that. Let me send this out, retweet this out. Let people know that we on here. All right, there we go. Let's tweet this out. All right. Refresh that. Should see the new tweet. Yeah, there we go. All right, now let's get back. All right, we got 3 people on here. Sorry about the disconnection earlier. I'm back. We stable. Internet should be stable right now. Talk to me. Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao versus Lucas Matthysse. Manny Pacquiao's 39 years old now. I think Lucas Matthysse is 35. Lucas Matthysse got 39 wins, 36 by knockout, 4 losses. This is a dangerous fight that Manny Pacquiao's in. Listen, after the poor performance Manny Pacquiao put on versus Jeff Horn, now, Matthysse don't throw as many punches as Jeff Horn does, but man, I have a feeling, man, he gonna stop Manny Pacquiao. I don't think it's gonna be like the Juan Manuel Marquez knockout, but I think he'll hurt him, drop him a few times, and I think he'll put it to him, man. Listen, if Manny comes back at 39 years old and stops Lucas Matthysse, then he back on something. Forget all that, man. What's up with Manny Pacquiao's contract? I mean, there's all kind of things going on. Number one, they're trying to figure out, is he still signed with Top Rank? Top Rank said, you still on the contract. Manny Pacquiao's like, man, I'm not under contract no more. Then Golden Boy is putting on a card. So now you wonder, was there talks, discussion? Did Golden Boy talk to Bob Arum? Would he even dare to put on a fight like that, knowing that they could get sued, or the fight be in jeopardy, or even want to spend money on a promotion, and then Bob Arum have a yank from underneath of him? Number 2, what's up with Freddie Roach? Freddie Roach says that Manny Pacquiao still hasn't reached out to him. July 14th, man, there's a lot of questions going to be answered. Honestly, this is a crossroad for both of them. Manny loses, he needs to retire. Well, he needs to retire anyway. Lucas Matthysse loses, he needs to retire. These guys are at the end of the ropes, man. This is it for them. Come on, there's 2 people out there in the chat room. Talk to me. What are your thoughts on this upcoming fight with Lucas Matthysse versus Manny Pacquiao? July 14th. It's on a Saturday. And it's supposed to be taking place over in Malaysia. So he's definitely going to try to scoop up the Asian market, try to get broadcast rights. Manny should be able to walk away with 20 to 30 million in this fight on the back end. It's going to be on ESPN too. I think, is it ESPN? No. I don't remember where this fight's at. Let me see if I can look it up. I want to say this fight's going to be on ESPN. Let me look at the Shanghai Daily. See if they say where this fight's going to be at. Signed, sealed, delivered, blah, blah, blah. Malaysia. Doesn't say where on there. Let me see if I can find another one. Golden Boy hopes to have Canelo fight by the summer. Yeah, Canelo, he's done, man. Pacquiao Matthysse. Let me see if this tells us what network it's going to be on. July. Titles on the line. Can't wait. Pacquiao. Brisbane. 5-year-old. I don't know what it's going to be on. Nobody's told us what network it's going to be on. Does anybody know? They probably don't know what network. I don't know why I keep thinking it's going to be on ESPN for some reason. Golden Boy's hoping that Canelo Golovkin 2 can be rescheduled for September. We want to try to catch the other Mexican date. I don't know. Let me see who's in the chat room. All right, come on. There's a couple y'all in here, man. Drop some questions. Y'all got any questions? Anything you want to know about this fight? Do y'all think Manny Pacquiao is done? Think you need to put a fork in him? Is Lucas Matthysse done? Do we need to put a fork in him? One person, man, Golden Boy's winning out of this. He needs a win, man, especially after excuse me, the whole thing with Canelo Triple G fell out. And Triple G now, he got a couple options, man. Everybody wants Triple G. Ever since they saw Triple G didn't knock out Canelo, now everybody wants to fight him. I mean, it's hard to knock out people when you got some kind of stuff in your system. See, I don't know if he has something in his system or not, but he surely looks a whole lot bigger than what he did before, don't he? What y'all think about the Anthony Joshua fight versus Parker? Y'all got any comments on that? All right, y'all ain't talking tonight. Y'all just sit back, waiting to listen to me. All right, well, we got 3 people up here in the chat room, man. Throw some questions out there. What questions do you have? Even if you don't want to talk about Manny Pacquiao versus Lucas Matthysse, what questions y'all have? This is the second day in a row I've gone live to see if I can answer some of y'all questions. Let me give you my prediction. I think Lucas Matthysse can actually hurt and stop Manny Pacquiao. I just don't. Manny Pacquiao the last 3 to 4 years, he just ain't himself, man. If he can beat people like Jeff Horn, then I don't see him beating people like Lucas Matthysse. And let's look at it. I mean, has he even fought anybody? He hasn't even fought nobody since the Jeff Horn fight, man. And that's been, what, a year and a half since he lost? By the time these 2 fight, it'd be, what, almost 2 years? Or is it a year and a half? TikTok, my man. After 7 years, no KOs, Pacquiao wins by KO this fight before retiring. Really? TikTok, why do you think he'll win this? You think he'll win it because he's going to be back on something? You think Manny might take some of that tainted meat to get this knockout? Why do you think he'll win this fight by knockout? You think Lucas Matthysse got a weak chin? You think he's a bum? Tell me your thoughts. I want to hear this. I want to hear what you got to say, TikTok. Listen, man, if Pacquiao can win this on his Asian backyard, okay, so you're not saying it's going to be a clean knockout. You're saying the ref is going to stop it because they're going to be in Malaysia in his backyard. Marcellus done left. Manny Power has been gone. Yeah? Yeah, it's been gone there for a minute. But why, Marcellus? Is it gone because he got older? Is it gone because they start testing him VADA and you saw to start testing him and he had to lay off the peds? Well, which one is it? Do you ever believe that Manny Pacquiao was taking peds? You think he was on something at one time? Do you think it was Alex Ariza that had him on something? Ariza not there. Lots of laughs, yeah. Me and you having to say that at the exact same time. Listen, you sure he was giving him something? Because he was surely working Amir Khan's corner for a while. And Amir Khan wasn't knocking nobody. Amir Khan was getting knocked out himself. And, man, that was a joke of a fight. Canelo Alvarez versus Amir Khan. That fight should have never take place, man. Does anybody even care about LaGreco versus Amir Khan? I don't even think nobody's even paying attention to that fight. Amir Khan sucks. Yeah, man. Amir Khan, listen, Amir Khan's a pretty quick, fast fighter, man. It's just, he just don't have a chin. I mean, if Amir Khan can punch, hit, and avoid any hard shots, he can beat you. As long as he protects that chin, Amir Khan can beat you with his speed, man. Quarter-mile horse. Yeah. Well, I tell you what. Does anybody want to see Manny Pacquiao versus Amir Khan? Man, I've been waiting for that fight for so long. After Manny said he got the best of Amir Khan said he got the best of Manny Pacquiao. I would love to see both of them in their career at the end of this year versus each other. Marcellus, you wouldn't want to see that fight? Why not? Why wouldn't you want to see Manny Pacquiao versus Amir Khan? If they did fight, who do you think win? TikTok, talk to me. I'm interested to see who y'all think will win. Talk to me. I want to know. I want to know. Because Khan ain't going to fight but once a year, maybe. You know, you're right about that, Marcellus, man. Listen, I'm tired of these fighters fighting once a year. Yep, man, he shot. Yeah, after that Jeff Horn, man, that was a poor performance against Jeff Horn, man. But, I mean, on the flip side, I got to admit, Jeff Horn's erratic punching style, Jeff Horn's long reach, being taller, did play some factors into it. You know, you go back to Manny 5 years ago, he would have knocked him straight out. There was something else I was going to say. Yeah, Devin Haney fights 8 times a year. That's true. But listen, Marcellus, a lot of these upcomers, man, like their first 20 fights, I'm going to say their first 14, 15 fights, they're going to fight, 6 to 8 times a year, man. Because it's so easy for them to get quick fights. Once they hit about 16, 17 fights, they start dropping down to about 3 to 4 fights a year. And once you hit about 20, 21, 22 fights, then you'll notice they start dropping down to 2 or 3 a year. And my God, don't let them get a championship belt. You might get 2 fights a year. That's it. Because once they get there, they want to protect that belt at all costs. That's one thing I loved about Jermaine Taylor. When Jermaine Taylor had that belt, he was fighting 3 to 4 times a year, like once every 3 months, man. I mean, it didn't turn out great for him, but at least he gave the people what he wanted. At one point, last couple of years, Triple G was fighting 2 to 3 times a year, giving at least 3 times a year, man, at least once every 4 months. Really, Al Heyman messed all this up. How do you mess it up, Marcellus? TikTok, Jesse Vargas versus Broner. Your thoughts? Listen, TikTok, I'm going to be honest with you. I did a prediction video, man. I think Adrian Broner is going to stop Jesse Vargas. Straight up. This ain't trolling. I ain't trying to play your emotions. For some reason, I don't know, man, call it intuition, call it a gut feeling. I think Adrian Broner is going to stop Jesse Vargas, man. I think he's going to pop shot him. He's going to catch him coming in, and I think he's going to catch Jesse with something. And that's not to take away anything from Jesse. Jesse's a tough fighter, man, but I don't know, man. I just have a bad feeling Broner's going to beat him. Marcellus down, everybody in Floyd. A loss isn't the end of all. There's a good loss for your career. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with losing, man. It just makes you better, stronger, faster. And if you're serious about your craft, look at Thurman. Keith Thurman ain't never lost no fight. Oh, you gotta explain that, Marcellus. Look at Keith Thurman. I feel bad for Keith, man. His arm got jacked up. He's trying to get back. See, that's when people be preying on you. Errol Spence and all these guys, man, they're preying on him. They know, man, he's coming back from a shoulder surgery and he's trying to get 1 or 2, shake out a couple of rough fights to see how he does. And they want him to jump right back into the wolves. I don't blame Thurman. I wait a year or 2, or at least 2 fights before I fight any top fighters. I gotta make sure my arm is right. This is my career, my life on that line. Sugar Ray Leonard was exceptional after losses. Yeah, man, some people get better after losses. B-Hop was good after his losses. Marcel's done that. Yeah, he's the champ. Listen, right now, Keith Thurman is the champ, man. But let me tell you something. Errol Spence is right behind him. That unification is coming soon. I don't want to hear all that rematch between Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. And it's funny. Why aren't you calling out Errol Spence? He got a belt. Everybody wants Keith Thurman, but ain't nobody want to call out Errol Spence. He's the champ. He's better. My man, Ronald Finkley, man. Listen, all y'all here in my chat room, man, if y'all got $1 or $2, man, go ahead and donate, man. Hit that little money icon there, man. Drop a brother $1 or $2, man. So I can keep these electricity on, keep these lights going, keep the bills being paid. What else y'all got? What other questions y'all got? What y'all think about the Anthony Joshua versus Parker fight. I'm be honest, I didn't think it was gonna go 12 rounds. Did y'all? Hey, listen, I'm be honest. I'm really starting to believe that Anthony Joshua is afraid of Deontay Wilder. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. 140 pounds. You know, we're talking about Jesse Vargas, and Broner. But listen, how many of y'all fallen? You know, I'm right here in Houston. How many of y'all fallen Regis Prograis, the Rougarou, the one that comes out wearing the mask? He just got done beating up Julius Ndongo. Victor Postal pulled out on him. He's beating up everybody at 140 pounds. Is anybody giving attention to the Rougarou, Regis Prograis, out of Houston, originally out of Louisiana? What y'all think about that young upcoming prospect, man? He's in line for a title shot now. What are y'all thoughts on him? Do y'all watch him at all? Garcia going to fight him? Which Garcia are you talking about, and which fight are we talking about right now? Because I was just talking about Regis Prograis. Are we talking about Danny Garcia at 147 fighting somebody? Who are you talking about right now? Oh, Mikey Garcia. Man, you think Mikey wants smoke like that? I thought Mikey was going back to 135. Mikey said he's done at 140. After he beat Broner, he said, man, I'm going back to 135. I mean, it'd be great if Mikey Garcia stayed at 140. That'd be a good fight, man, you know. But they don't need that fight just yet because neither one of them have a major belt at 140 pounds. Save that Mikey Garcia fight until either Mikey or Regis end up getting one of the belts at 140 pounds. But Regis Prograis, man, is the truth, man. I'm kind of glad Terrence Crawford moved up. He just got a title last fight at 40. Was it a major belt, though? Let me look real quick. You got me Googling, looking this up now. I don't remember it being a oh man, Fight News been hacked. Let me see what kind of rankings I can find right here. Let me see what ESPN got. Let's look at junior welterweight. They got the champions right now. How old is this? Oh, that's December 19th. I need something more current, more up to date. Yep, Fight News is hacked. I can't go to Fight Night. Let's look at the WBA. All right, here we go. This was more up to date. We got one by Boxing News 24. Shout out Boxing News 24. Let's look at the rankings real quick. Light heavyweight, junior welterweight, junior welterweight. What belt is this that he has? Let me go back to you. Y'all tell me what belt. He's got the title. Ryan Garcia, nice prospect too. Ryan, nice, true. It's the IBF. Did he pick up the IBF? Darn. I must have been sleeping on. I wasn't even paying attention when let me type the IBF rankings in here. Oh, Boxing Scene got some. I didn't even know Boxing Scene had rankings. All right, let's go down here. They still got Terrence Crawford, WBC. Oh, yeah, he beat Sergio Olympia. Yeah. WBA is the only woman that was still in IBF. Yeah. Yep. Let's go right down here. Yeah, IBF, they don't even keep this stuff updated. Anyway, I'm going to close that. I'll take your word for it. What else we got? Ryan Garcia. So TikTok, you think Ryan's going to be one of the top guys? Yeah, Ryan's pretty good. Hey, what y'all think about this upcoming fight? Lara versus Jared Hurd. This coming Saturday. You think Lara's going to pull out the win, or you think Jared Hurd's the real deal? He's coming putting 154-pound weight division on notice. Y'all got any thoughts on that? Until Golden Boy lets him fight a black man. Man, are y'all saying Golden Boy don't let their fighters fight black people? Hurd upset wins. Lots of laughs. Marcellus, are you trying to say Mexicans are afraid of black fighters? Tell me that ain't what you saying. Canelo beat up on Austin Trout. That was Mexican versus black. Hey, Mikey Garcia beat up Adrian Broner. That's a Mexican versus black. What about those fights? Did Gilberto Ramirez beat up Jesse Hart? I'm trying to remember, did they fight? I have to look up Gilberto Ramirez. Let me see. Let me Google that real quick. Gilberto Ramirez. Look at his record. For some reason, I think he beat Jesse Hart. Let me see. Yep. September 22nd, 2017. Gilberto Ramirez, he beat up Jesse Hart. That's Mexican versus black. Oh, rarely, I should say. I don't know, man. Mexicans are tough, man. You rarely see Mexicans get scared of anybody. I mean, there's a few out there, but they ain't no champions. They like some beat-up bums. You in Houston, why isn't a Charlo getting a fight? I feel like most blacks have advanced because of their boxing ability. There comes few Mexicans that can handle boxers. Marcellus Dunlap, you're in Houston, why isn't Charlo getting a fight? I don't know, man. I don't really talk about the Charlos, man. I used to interview them all the time. Used to hang out with them. Some things went down with the Charlos, man. I don't mess with the Charlos no more, man. There's some good fighters. I just don't like all the WWE antics and the soap opera stuff that they do, man. I think they're good enough and skilled enough to let their boxing ability speak for itself. All these other antics and beef with Adrian Broner, Gervonta Davis. Why are you having beef with 140-pound and 135-pound, small dudes? I just don't get it. I don't know why Charlo's not getting a fight out. I don't know. Listen, Charlos have been getting fights, but they haven't really been against really, top of the line opponent. Hopefully Jamal will get a crack at a 160-pound title, and Jamel. Hey, Erislandy Lara wants to fight Jamel. I'm surprised that fighting happened. I think if Erislandy Lara wins this Saturday against Jared Hurd, he'll try to call out Jamel again. He called him out his last fight, and they didn't take the fight. And that's a hard fight because Ronnie Shields knows their weaknesses, Jamel's weaknesses. So it'd be easy for him to exploit to help Erislandy Lara beat Jamel Charlo. But Jamel's been looking really good, man. He's getting stronger. He's stopping people. He's knocking them out. So he's definitely doing good. Do you see Ward ever fighting again? I hope Andre Ward fights again, man. I just want him to do one more fight. I just want Andre Ward to do one more fight against Adonis Stevenson. I want to see how Adonis Stevenson does against Badu Jack. That's another fight I'm interested in seeing. Hurd keeps coming. Yeah, Hurd keeps coming, but Hurd is sloppy, man. I think what saves him is his decent power. Hurd doesn't really have knockout power, but I think Hurd has accumulation of punches that can hurt you and stun you. I think that's how he wins his fights. What else? Yeah, I listen. Besides Floyd Mayweather, I think Andre Ward is one of the greatest fighters ever. Think about it. Andre Ward, man, hasn't lost since he was 12, 13-year-olds in the amateurs. You know how hard it is to stay undefeated in the amateurs from the age of 12 or 13, then go into pro ranks, beat everybody in the pro ranks, do the Super 6, fight the best of Super 6, and then move up to 175. Andre Ward is pound for pound best right behind Floyd Mayweather. It would be cool if you and Carcino made more videos together. I agree, man. You guys have good debates. Yeah, I miss debating with Carcino. I've been trying to get Carcino to do a podcast with me. I don't know what Carcino is doing, man. I talk to him almost every day, but every time I try to get him to do something together, Carcino's so busy with other things. Carcino does movies, he does hip hop, he does boxing, he does basketball. Carcino's a busy person. Carcino's doing good, man. Carcino just does YouTube full time. He doesn't even have a 8 to 5, 9 to 5 job like everybody else. He strictly lives off YouTube, living good too. He's living real good off YouTube. I'm sure if I really push myself, I can live good off YouTube, man. I just don't have the time and energy, man. I got 9 to 5, 2 girls, wife. I got a lot of stuff I do. Yeah, I can do it, man. I just don't have the time to invest in a YouTube like Carcino does, Man, if you can give me 6 months where I didn't have to work and I can just fully invest in YouTube, you see I got the green screen, I got the studio, I got the lights, I got the cameras, I got 2 or 3 cameras, I got the Yeti podcast mic, I got the equipment. I can make it look like I'm a real studio like Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp and all that, but I don't have the time. This is both our sites, Marcellus. Me and Carcino still both run Boxing Socialist. I'm just saying we just don't have time to do debates and do videos and stuff together. My time, he has more time than I do. Carcino has more time to do it. I just, my daughters are in AAU basketball. They're in sports. I done moved up on my job. So I'm surprised I even have time now to really just put out the videos I'm putting out. I'm forcing myself to put out videos. But me and Carcino both run Boxing Socialist. We still doing it. Me and Carcino talk just about every day. So it's just finding the time to get us both together on the same page to be able to do it. What other questions y'all got? We going on 29 minutes now. Yeah. Carcino's a good dude, man. Carcino give the shirt off his back. Carcino be having so many stories, his hood stories. They call him the LeBron James hater. Every time Cleveland plays, he's making a video about how LeBron James sucks. LeBron could have 60 points, 20 rebounds, 15 assists, and Carcino's still going to call him a bum. It's hilarious. Carcino was telling me earlier about some type of hip-hop beef. He was telling me about Teriyaki getting in some beef. I'm like, Teriyaki? Hey, who's Teriyaki? It took me a minute to realize he was talking about, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Carcino be coming up with so many crazy names for these guys. Carcino never calls nobody by their right name, purposely. Where is Gary Russell Jr.? Gary Russell went into hiding ever since Lomachenko beat him. Ever since Lomachenko put that beating on him, Gary Russell went straight into hiding. He's come back, fought a couple bums, got a title, but he don't want no smoke really against like Lomachenko or people like that. Speaking of Lomachenko, man, Jorge Linares versus Lomachenko. Man, Lomachenko beat up on Jorge Linares, man. I'm telling you, man. Be honest, man. I know y'all were shocked the way he shut down Rigondeaux, man. The way he shut down Rigondeaux, this dude's on a whole new level, man. Whole new level. I know everybody's going to talk about his second fight against Orlando Salido, man. And Orlando Salido, I mean, he roughed him up. He just wasn't used to fighting like that. You know, he's used to amateur type styles. You know, people break up, separate him, all that. And the ref just let him manhandle him and rough him and elbow him and everything else. So he just wasn't ready for something like that. Still a pretty close fight, but he definitely lost that fight. That definitely wouldn't happen again. Let me see. I think it's cool you and Carcino know a lot of people in the industry, and you guys know a lot of stuff that goes down. Yeah. I used to box, man. You know, I used to box in the Army, man. I was on 3 different boxing teams at one time. I was on an Army team, I was on an international team, and I was on a German team. And when I got back over to the United States, I went to the 2000 Eastern Olympic Trials. You know, I ended up losing in the semifinals. It was in but, you know, there's a lot of people that was there. I mean, I was there during the time of, like, the Jermaine Taylors, Kermit Cintron. Who else was there? I got on a shirt, man. I got a shirt that has all our names on the back of the 2000 Eastern Trials, man. There's a lot of guys. I can't even think of half of the guys. I'm going to have to get that shirt out one day, man, and read to y'all the names and stuff that's on the back of that shirt. Well, he's big and fights at lower weights. Yeah. Yep, that's true. Well, I got y'all in here, man. If y'all, anybody want to drop $1 or $2, man, hit that little super chat button, man. Hit that little money icon, man. If y'all want to drop $1 or $2 here and there, man, help a brother out. Help keep the lights and electricity on. Keep that water going. Man, I'm so tired, man. When I dropped my daughter off to her AAU basketball practice, I went straight to 24-hour fitness and, man, won like 3 games, 5-on-5 pickup, man, at a 24-hour fitness. I ain't scoring no points, but I just played defense, man, and made sure I fed my guys the ball. I think I maybe took 3 shots. I think I took maybe 1 shot per game. One of them ringed in and out. I shot deep 3, like Steph Curry 3, but couldn't get no shots to go down. I'm not a shooter anyway. Let's see if y'all had any more questions. All right. I'm going to wrap it up, man. I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Getting tired, man. I just got done playing 3 games of basketball. Been up all day working. Yo, so we'll pick this up again. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do another live stream tomorrow. But I'm going to do it early. I'm going to try to do a live stream. I ain't going to say early. At least around 9 o'clock. So y'all look for me around 9 p.m. tomorrow. We'll hop back on here and do it again. Make sure y'all have some questions and stuff for me, man. We'll chat it back up. Till next time, guys. Thanks for coming out. I'll talk to y'all later.